Greetings. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Jacobson, a board certified psychiatrist. I think it might be an interesting exercise to ask yourself who you love, who you really love on the planet, and then to ask yourself why, and then and explore that for a few moments, and perhaps ask yourself, are you sure that you love that person, and that it's not something else that's going on? And if there is something else going on, is that okay? Uh, you also want to ask yourself if that person or those people that you say you love, I ask you to ask yourself, well, how do you show it to them? How do you let them know that you love them? Is it by words? Is it by deeds and actions, which speak louder than words? Do you show them you love them by yelling at them and ridiculing them and being sarcastic and being dismissive and being inconsiderate and selfish and unloving? That happens in a lot of relationships where love is the premise is that love is at the foundation of it. So is that how you express your love? By yelling, attacking, abusing? If you do show love by in healthy ways and not abusive ways, perhaps you should ask yourself as well, are there ways I could show it better? Are there ways I could demonstrate my love for that person better? What does it mean to love somebody better or more? Well, I believe the key is to be as generous as possible with those you love, and be as tolerant as possible with those you love. Be accepting as possible for those you love. If you get angry, you know, forgive them as fast as possible, those you love. Be generous, be considerate, be thoughtful, anticipate what they might need, and offer it up before it's asked. There are so many ways, and they're little things. In fact, they don't have to be big things, and certainly it's not about vacations and diamond rings and buying cars and stuff. It actually is the little things. Do you like hold your partner's hand anymore? Do you kiss anymore and hug anymore? Do you demonstrate your cherishing of them clearly, definitively, consistently? And if the answer is no, then and you wish it were yes, then try harder. Make the effort. Pay attention. Be vigilant. Be vigilant over your thoughts and actions, and try to step back and see what you're doing, what you're saying, how it sounds to them, how it impacts on them, and then ask yourself, is that really the result you want? So you really want to think, am I being loving or am I being abusive? And the word abuse is thrown around a lot, but emotional abuse it can come down to just a very just a simple comment that is shaming. Is in my opinion abusive. A simple comment that is generated to generate guilt. That's in a sense abusive. To try to manipulate people's emotions in a negative way, so they'll feel bad about themselves, and then therefore they'll act better towards you. Perhaps that's the manipulation that people use guilt and shame for, is so that they'll get their way. It's abuse. The fact that the divorce rate is sky high, and the fact that those who stay married, a significant portion are not happily married, speaks to the fact that we take our loved ones for granted. We treat strangers and acquaintances and co-workers better and with more consideration than we treat our loved ones. And it's a big mistake. If you look at your relationship and feel dissatisfied by it, if you feel it's lacking in intimacy or affection, it can be repaired. It can be healed. but it requires both people making the attempt to get out of themselves, to get out of their egos, to get out of their selfishness, to get out of their self-entitlement, to get out of their competition with their partner, to get out of what's in it for me, not how I can help you. It's possible to heal a relationship, but both people have to start from the premise that we love each other, and we want each other to be happy, and we want everyone's needs to be met. Relationships take work. Most people put the work into the relationship at the very beginning in order to seal the deal. And then once the deal is sealed and you have attached yourself to your significant other, then a lot of the thoughtfulness and consideration and the the chivalry, the courtesy, all that goes out the window, because now you got what you wanted, and now you don't have to behave that way anymore. Now you can revert back to who you really are, which oftentimes is not all that loving, not all that forgiving, not all that generous. So transform yourself, and you can transform the relationship. And it always comes down to forgiveness, acceptance, compassion, truth. Okay. Hope that helps. Take care. Peace be with you. See you next time.